Hey y'all, so how many of you guys are like, I want to get to 700, but I have no idea how to do it? I want to go buy that car, but look, my credit ain't hitting for nothing. I don't know what to do. Look, this video is for you. I'm going to teach you how to go from 0 to 100 real quick, meaning that I'm going to help you get from that 350 or that 0 credit score to 700. The key is understanding how to actually structure your report and what to put on the report and what necessary accounts will help. So make sure you continue watching this video. It's your girl K650, and we are talking about how to actually build your credit report from start to finish. Now, when I first started credit, I had no idea all these rules, regulations that made up a credit report. I had no idea that you had to have an installment account, that you had to have this, that. I didn't know anything about that. So I want to teach you guys the do's, the don'ts, and what you actually need to build up a credit report. Because some of the stuff people be talking about is not necessary, and some of the stuff is, and there's a easy way to get all of it done. All right. So the first things first, most of you guys are scared to look at your credit. You don't want to actually know what's going on with your credit report. And how are we going to fix it? How are we even going to know it needs to be fixed if you haven't taken the time to actually review your credit report? So before you go any further in this video, I want you to go get a copy of your credit report. And if you haven't been able to, or you don't know how to get a copy, click the link below, DM me. I would love to help you get a copy. But there is no way we can actually do anything other or any other steps in this video if you don't actually go and figure out what's on the credit report. So that's the first step. The second step is going to be understanding how to actually build the report. So if you need credit repair, this video might not be for you because you might need to repair it before you start building. But if you're building, this video is for you. So when building your credit report, a few things to understand. You do not have to go and get a whole bunch of credit cards at one time. You do not have to go and ask everybody in the mom for an authorized user. No, that's not how this is going to go. The main thing what you need to do when building is you need to have at least 4 accounts. 4 primary accounts, not secondary. The difference between a primary and a secondary account is simple. A primary is you use your own social. You applied for that actual credit card, that loan, that mortgage. You applied for it. You did not utilize somebody else to be able to get that. A secondary meaning you actually use somebody else to go get that loan, the credit card, whatever the case may be. So these are usually known as authorized users. These are secondary accounts. You borrowed somebody's credit in order to boost up your own. So when getting these 4 accounts, you want to make sure they're primary accounts. You actually applied for these accounts. All right, so once we get our 4 accounts, and the 4 accounts can be credit cards, they can be loans, a car. You want to make sure there's a mixture. So I would recommend starting out, you go get 2 secure cards, you get an authorized user, but that's going to be a secondary, but it will help boost up the score. You go get, and with the secure card, you're going to get a Navy Federal secure card. That's my favorite one, but you can also utilize your bank to get a secure card as well. So building relationships is definitely necessary. You can go get a pledge loan from Navy Federal. That's also my favorite loan. And this is going to be a primary loan, and it's not going to be an actual credit card. It's going to be an installment loan, right? So we have the Navy Federal secure card. We have the Navy Federal pledge loan. If you want to throw an authorized user on there, but like I told you in the beginning, I recommend this be primary accounts. But if you want to get a secondary account just to help boost, you can. You also then want to, once you get your history up, right, with that secured and that pledge loan, then we want to go get an actual credit card in our own name. And you can actually get 1 or 2 credit cards, and boom, I just gave you 4 accounts. A secure card, a Navy Federal pledge loan, and then you can get 2 credit cards in your name. And then we have the authorized user as added bonus, right? So right there, we got our 4 accounts. That means our score, especially if you were at a 0 or you were at a 350 or the low 400s, that should automatically get your score rocking. We should at least be close to 600 at this point, if not more. Having a mixture of credit is going to be so important because it is 10% of your credit profile. So getting those 4 accounts not only helped our total account number, but it also helped our mixture of credit, which is 10%. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt your episode, but I want to tell you something. If you're looking to build a business from start to finish, I would love to coach you. I will help you build this thing from start to finish, getting your LLC, your business address, your EIN number, you name it, I will help you do it. I know building a business can be completely hard and it can be stressful, but I want to coach you to get you to the finish line so you can go ahead and get funding for your business. So if this is you, click the link below and let me coach you on how to take your business from 0 to 6 figures today. Don't wait. Look, I want to coach you and I want to help you excel and achieve everything you're looking for in your business. All right, let's get back to the episode. Now, what most people don't realize is your payment history is going to make or break your credit report. So if you go get these accounts that I just told you about, and then you think that you're not about to pay your credit cards off, or you're about to get these loans and not pay them, we're already doomed for destruction. Make sure when you go get these credit cards and you go open up these accounts that you have it in your brain that you're going to have to make payments and make payments on time, okay? On time. So you get your 4 accounts, you make your payments on time, and then from there, you want to make sure that you're not over leveraging yourself. I hear and I get this question asked so many times, can I actually max out the credit card? Yeah, you can. You can max out the credit card. But the key to the whole entire rule of the game is going to be that when you actually max out the credit card, by that due date, by that statement date, you actually pay that balance back. Because the credit bureaus have no recollection of knowing if you max out the credit card or not, as long as you made the payment on time and in full, or at least under 10%. And when I say under 10%, those of you who are not familiar with how credit cards work, whenever you use your credit card, say you have a $500 limit on there, you do not want to go and make the minimum payment because now it looks like you're over leveraging. You want to pay it down to at least 10%. So when paying down to 10%, 10% of $500 is $50. So the most you want to carry on this particular credit card is going to be $50, okay? This is how you get credit increases. This is how you keep your utilization low. And this is how you keep targeting the debit points on your credit report. What you don't realize is that your credit report is made up of more than just credit cards. It averages out of how well do you pay your payments on time, how many total accounts do you have, what is your utilization like, how much mixture of credit do you have, and what's the age of your credit report. All those things are how a credit report is made up of and how a score is calculated. So I just told you how to get the accounts. Keep your payment history at least 100%. I say at least. If you get 110, 120, do that, but you can't. It should not go under 100%. Payment history is so important, right? You want to make sure you have your mixture of credit, which is the 10%, but I just told you guys how to go get that. Your total of accounts, you want to make sure that eventually we get to 10 accounts. 4 is the starter point. But when we start rocking and rolling and you start being able to handle your lines of credit and things like that, then you're going to go and, continue building from your foundation. And our goal is to get to 10 accounts. The 4 is just to start. And then you have your age of credit. And when you're starting out, I know you're wondering how the heck do you actually build age of credit, but that's when your authorized users are going to come into play, your secondary accounts. When we can go borrow somebody's credit who actually has been in the credit game for a little longer to boost up our age. Okay, so those of you who are thinking that just getting a bunch of credit cards on your report is going to make or break the report, or getting a bunch of authorized users, no. Your credit is made up of a multitude of different things. So starting out with those 4 accounts and building your foundation from there, and understanding that you only want to use 10% of your overall credit limit. Your credit limit. You want to make sure you have a mixture of credit. So just having a bunch of credit cards is not going to work, right? And you want to understand that you can't miss no payments. Missing payments is like, you might as well just shoot the credit report. Like, you might as well just, I don't know. Missing payments is like the worst thing you could do, in my opinion, on a credit report, because it's really hard to fix. And lenders don't want to lend nobody money who doesn't pay their bills on time. So if you're somebody who's like, I know me, I know I don't pay bills on time. Look, this credit game might not be for you, okay? Or put that thing on auto draft or auto pay. Don't be the person who does all this work building up their credit report and then all of a sudden now you don't start paying your bills on time. Please don't do that. Do yourself a favor and pay your bills on time. And I had somebody the other day ask me, is that simple? It's that simple. The credit game doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be this thing where like, I just don't understand credit. I just gave you guys all the sauce. 4 or more accounts, 10% or less on the credit card utilization. You want to have age of credit for more than 2 years, so we could just go borrow somebody's credit to be able to do that, right? With the authorized user until you get some credibility under your belt. You want to have inquiries. I'm sorry, we didn't address inquiries. What are inquiries? It's when somebody pulls your credit, when they take a little peekaboo about what's going on with your credit. You want to have 4 or less of those. Nobody wants to give money to somebody who's always asking for money, right? Why would I want to give you money? You always beg it. It's basically that means. So keeping those inquiries low is going to be really, really important as well. And I'll teach you guys how to do that on another episode. But yeah, that's a credit report. Your age, your payment history, your utilization, and how long have you had credit for, and the mixture of credit. If you have all those things on your credit report, look, you'll be at a 700 in no time. I hope this video helped you. You guys know I love this. I live for this. I'll see you guys on that episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend.